In Balatro there are 150 jokers you can collect, and I'm gonna show you the best ways to unlock all of them. A bunch of the jokers are just discoverable by buying them in a run, like Jolly Joker, Credit Card, Misprint and more. In total you can unlock 101 jokers this way. Just be patient. These jokers have a rarity like common, uncommon and rare, with their own percentages being 70% for common, 25% for uncommon and 5% for rare. You also have legendary jokers, but I'm gonna tell more about them later in this video. Be careful though, you can only unlock or discover those jokers in normal runs. Don't start any challenges. I did it and I discovered a legendary joker that I needed in that challenge, and so I didn't discover it. It was really a pain in the ass and I still haven't found that joker. Now the next set of jokers can only be discovered with a certain requirement. So let's go over each requirement, starting with the easier ones. The first one is Throwback, and Throwback can be unlocked by just pausing your run, go to the main menu and then start your run over again, and you can buy it and then it's discovered. To get Mr. Bones, you need to lose 5 runs in total. You can just fail every first run by playing a high card and just lose a couple of times to speed up the process. Of course, Mr. Bones isn't really that good of a joker, so you can wait till later in the game. To get Swashbuckler, you just need to sell a total of 20 jokers. And to get Burnt Joker, you need to sell 50 cards in total. So what you can do is just buy tarot cards or planet cards in the shop and then immediately sell them. To get Sock and Buskin, you just need to play 300 face cards in all your runs. So that's quite easy. To get Acrobat, you just need to play 200 cards in total, so 40 hands of 5 cards. And it's also a really good card for the scoring requirements, and these are pretty difficult. And Acrobat gives you a multiplier of 3 in your final hand, so get this card as quickly as possible. A more random requirement is Cavendish. To get Cavendish, you first need to buy Gros Michel and let Gros Michel destroy itself. Cavendish will then be immediately available in the store. And it's also a good card. The chance of Cavendish destroying itself is like 1 in 1,000 and it gives you a multiplier of 3, so it's a good card. To get Bootstrap, you just need 2 Polychrome jokers at the same time. The easiest way, in my opinion, is to skip and get a Polychrome tag to instantly get a free Polychrome joker. Or you can also try and unlock the Spectral deck, and then you start with a Spectral card that instantly can make one of your jokers a Polychrome. So that's a good start. A last thing you can try is the Wheel of Fortune, but yeah, the chances of getting Polychrome from the Wheel of Fortune is pretty slim. So stick with the other 2 options. Now let's go to the winning requirements. To get Blueprint, you need to win 1 round, quite easy. If you completed the run, you will also unlock Showman, you only need to reach anti-level 4, and also Flower Pot, reaching anti-level 8. To unlock Wee Joker, win a run in 18 or fewer rounds, and for Mary Andy, win a run in 12 rounds or fewer. The trick here is to skip rounds and go for good tags. A nice deck is the Anaglyph deck, to get a double tag effect after defeating a boss blind. Now to get the Invisible Joker, you need to win a run with no more than 4 jokers in total. Be careful though, it's quite easy to just buy 5 jokers and you wouldn't even know it, accidentally generate a 5th joker with a misclick. Always first sell the 4th joker before buying a new one, otherwise you instantly fail this requirement. Next up is Troubadour, and to get Troubadour you just need to win 5 rounds in a row with only a single hand. Try to get an early joker like Popcorn, Misprint, Raised Fist, just to get a lot of mults in the early rounds, and then you can get this joker quickly. The next couple of cards have all a specific requirement, but they are pretty much the same. It's the Tribe, the Family, the Duo, the Order and the Trio. It's that you don't play their respective poker hand. So for example, win a run without playing any pair, and then you can unlock the Duo in your shop. Next up is a big list of cards that meet cards in deck requirements. The first one is Steel Joker. The Steel Joker is instantly available in your shop if you have at least one steel card in your deck. So be careful, if you start a run and you don't have a steel card in your deck, then Steel Joker won't appear in the shop. It's the same requirement for Stone Joker, but then with stone cards. Just add one stone card to your deck and then Stone Joker will be available. Lucky Cat is also the same, but for lucky cards. It speaks for itself. Then we have Smear Joker, and for Smear Joker you need 3 wild cards in your deck. It's pretty easy if you use the tarot cards to just change 3 of your cards into wild cards. So just start with the tarot deck and it will be quite easy to change them into wild cards. The Glass Joker is a bit more difficult. You need 5 glass cards in your deck at least. And it's also not a good option to play them because they have a 1 in 4 chance to destroy themselves. So try to hold on till you have 5 of them and you find the Glass Joker. The next one is Golden Ticket. To get Golden Tickets, you need to play 5 golden cards. And you think, wow, that's quite easy, but golden cards don't benefit your chip score. So you need at least a couple of good jokers to get through the rounds and then find the matching tarot card to change your playing cards into golden cards. That's the best way to do it. For Driver's License, you need 16 enhanced cards in your deck. An easy starter deck to get this is of course the tarot deck, because with tarot cards you can easily change your playing cards into, for example, golden cards, stone cards, and more. Driver's License is also a good card to unlock, because if you have 16 enhanced cards in your deck, you get a multiplier of 3, so that's a good joker to have. I also placed Shoot the Moon in this category, because it's easier to get this card if you manipulate your deck. You need to play all hard cards in your deck in one round to unlock this joker. So decreasing the hard cards in your deck is actually the easiest way to get this joker. Try to destroy them or change them into another suit so that there are almost no hard cards left in your deck. For this joker you actually need to manipulate your cards. For Seeing Double you need to play 4 7 of clubs to get Seeing Double in your shop. You can use this tarot card for example to increase your 6s to 7. I think it's just easier to change the suits on the other 7s to get Seeing Double. Next up is Certificate, and you need a golden card with a golden seal on it. The best way to do this is just buy booster packs to find the playing card that already has a golden seal. Then you can use the tarot card to transform that card in a golden card, and then you have a golden card with a golden seal. You can also use Talisman, and that's a spectral card that gives one of your playing cards a gold seal, but spectral cards are more rare than the tarot cards. Now a list of 4 jokers with the same requirements but with other suits. Onyx Agate can be bought when you have at least 30 clubs in your deck. Rough Gem when you have at least 30 diamond cards. Bloodstone when you have at least 30 hard cards. And then we also have Arrowhead, 30 spades cards in your deck. There is a deck split in 2 suits and you can start with that one, and that will be the easiest way to get these 2. For the other 2 suits you will need to do it with tarot cards, otherwise it's not really possible. So try it that way. Next up we have discarding requirements. To get Hit the Road, you have to discard 5 jacks at the same time. So to get this, you can change your 10s to jacks, or you can transform a whole other card into a jack, so that would be the easiest way to discard 5 jacks at the same time. There's also a spectral card that you can use to multiply one of your jacks, and then you have 2 additional ones, but that's more difficult because again, spectral cards are rare. To get Brainstorm, you just need to discard a Royal Flush, meaning a straight with the ace as the highest card. Brainstorm is a good card because it copies one of the effects of your other jokers. So if you have a good core joker, then you can just duplicate it. Next up, defeat boss blind requirements. Matador can be discovered by beating a boss blind with one hand and without discarding any cards. So you already need a good amount of jokers and playing cards in your deck so you can defeat that boss in one turn. Hanging card can be discovered by beating a boss with a high card. The best way to do this is search for good jokers and use these to actually generate enough chips, and don't rely on that high card. Next up are discover requirements. These are a bit more difficult because it takes a long time to get these two. The first one is Astronomer. Discover all planet cards to unlock Astronomer. You think quite easy, of course, until you realize that there are some secret planet cards like Planet X, where you have to play 5 of a kind, Ceres, where you have to play a flush house, and Iris, where you need a flush 5. So it's already pretty difficult because first you have to play these respective hands, and then you can only discover those planet cards and have to buy them in the same run, and then you can discover Astronomer. It's quite difficult, it takes a long time, so yeah, brace yourself. The best tarot card to use in this situation is Death, to duplicate some of your cards. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You remove one of your cards in your deck and you instantly have a copy of the card you want. You can also use the spectral card Cryptid, like I said before, that duplicates one of your cards 2 times. You instantly have 3 copies of the same card. An extra tip I can give you is, if you are lucky enough, you can buy the voucher Crystal Ball, but it's not Crystal Ball that you need. You need Omen Globe, and this is the upgradable voucher from Crystal Ball. And Omen Globe has the effect to randomly replace tarot cards with spectral cards in Arcana packs, so that's also a way to get Cryptid. So this was the information to unlock the Joker Astronomer. Now the next Joker is Cartomancer, and for Cartomancer you just need to discover all 22 tarot cards. Don't worry, there are no secret tarot cards to discover, so this is a matter of patience. The next one is a bit more difficult because these are scoring requirements. And the first one is Oops All Sixes. To unlock this Joker, you need to earn 10k of chips in a single hand. This is pretty easy to do, but the next two are a bit more difficult. For the Idol, you need 1 million chips in one hand, and for Stuntman, you need at least 100 million chips in one hand. That's a lot. So the only advice I can give you here is to unlock as many good Jokers as possible with multipliers. Like for example, Acrobat can give you that much points. Driver's License is also a good card. Of course, you also need a good base Joker with a lot of mult. It's more a matter of increasing your mult, your base mult, your multipliers, and that's the best information I can give you. The next requirement is money. And this is the only Joker you can get this way, and you need at least $400 to unlock Satellite. So it's just a matter of stacking enough money. You need to start with Cloud9, Trading Card, Rocket or To-Do List. And when you have enough gold, use the tarot card The Hermit. So you can get instantly $20 extra. It duplicates your money. To stay alive in the run, you can either draft Bull or Bootstraps. Bull gives you a lot of chips, and Bootstraps gives you mult if you have a lot of money. Capitalize on your money with these cards and stack up a big pile of money, and that's the way to get Satellite. Another strategy that you can use is to stack egg. So keep onto your egg and let it stack as much money as possible. Buy Temperance, that's the tarot card that gives you money equal to your sell value, and if the value of egg is high enough, you can buy this card to get up to $50 extra. That's quite nice. And to stay alive on this run, just buy a swashbuckler if you see one. If your precious egg is expensive enough, your swashbuckler will generate a lot of flat mult, so that's good. And now, the most difficult part of them all, the legendary Jokers. These ones are probably the most difficult Jokers to get just because of their rarity, legendary. To get any of these legendary Jokers, you first have to find the Soul card. So the Soul card is a spectral card, but it's more rare than the other ones. The Soul card can only be found in Arcana or Spectral booster packs and has a chance of 0.3%. That's quite low. And on top of that, because there are 5 legendary Jokers, you have a 20% chance to find each of them. So first of all, you need to hit that 0.3%, and afterwards, if you already have 4 of the 5 Jokers, you have like 20% chance to find the correct one. So it's like a 0.00006% chance to find the correct Joker. You can have Yorick, Chicot, Perkio, Kenio and Tribole. I blew my chance on the last one I had to find. So I already had 4 of the 5 jokers. I did a challenge run. I found that last joker I needed and I couldn't discover it because it wasn't a normal run. I still needed that joker. It's quite frustrating. But that's it, and I hope you can find the inner strength to unlock all of these jokers. I really pray for you. I still have 149 because of Chico. If you are searching for another game like Balatro, I have a video just for you right here. Like always, stay awesome, my friends.